Ruth and Boaz is now taking steps to get married. They sit in the threshing floor, discussing the matter around their marriage. Boaz is not the kinsman or redeemer as they called it those years. Only the closer relative had the right to benefit in line to marry Ruth. Because of all these rules, there was now a court case about the matter. Boaz goes to the town gate according to the rules. Town gate is the place where all legal matters were handled. He waited there for the closer relative who had the first right to redeem Elimelech's land and marry Ruth. Naomi is selling her late husband's land. Whoever buys this land must also marry Ruth. Boaz himself is presenting this important case. This kind of agreement was called levirate marriage custom. Levirate marriage custom means to keep the bloodline going. The closer relative did come, wants to redeem the land as well, but refused to marry Ruth. I am not in love with her, got no feelings at all for her. Under this situation, there is a second solution draft to the rules of ancient. The closer relative had his own inheritance to protect before making any decisions. Boaz was actually very happy to hear this, since he had Ruth at heart for himself. The Redeemer removes his sandal as a sign to transfer his rights to Boaz. Removing your sandal was a symbolic act in those days to confirm an agreement. Boaz tells all that he is now buying the land and also marrying Ruth. The whole Bethlehem is happy with the couple and heavens celebrate. Ruth and Boaz getting married was one of God's greatest plans for Bethlehem.
Hallelujah!
The elders and witnesses blessed Boaz and Ruth. The priest prayed over them for fertility and prosperity. Boaz and Ruth have a big wedding ceremony and celebrate amongst their friends and family. Not very long thereafter, God blessed them with a son named Obed. The woman of Bethlehem said to Naomi, "Ruth brings huge wealth, more than 7 sons." God was very pleased and the weather was at its best on that day. Naomi, once bitter and empty, is now joyful as she holds her grandson. Ruth 4 is the final chapter in the book of Ruth. The chapter ends with a genealogy, showing that Obed is the grandfather of King David. Genealogy means those who are born out of your children and their children and again their children. Because of this, Ruth ends up being part of the lineage of Jesus. So we can see how God works through ordinary events to fulfill his greater plan. This was also a way how God sets a stage for Israel's future kings. Please watch, like and subscribe to assure more excited Bible stories like this.